we go. Let's rock and roll. Okay, this is strategy in wave makers. All right. First of all, I want you to get it out of your mind that it's sales at all. You are not asking for anything. Myron Golden, if you don't listen to Myron Golden, I want you to listen to Myron Golden. You would love Myron. Myron's a great guy. He's just absolutely fantastic. We did a lot of clubhouse rooms together, and that's how I got connected with him, became a huge fan. And he says that also he's a Christian guy, which is awesome too. And so it's, you deal with like wealth and money and a spiritual mindset. And he says selling is a gift, that it's literally a gift that we give, because when we have something that's valuable to sell, if we do not sell it, we are not giving somebody else the ability to receive the gift that we've created. It's so hard for us when we have kind of been in a business mode of trying to make money, trying to increase sales, to not see sales as sales. But the truth of the matter is, as soon as you can literally change your perspective on this, nobody is doing you any favors by buying your program, right? It honestly has nothing to do with you. It has to do with what you can help other people achieve in the tool that you've created that becomes a gift to do that.
Right.
So I want you to just kind of pause on that for a second and just remember that. So whatever we decide, you're going to, you engineer how you reach back out to the people. If you don't have that understanding, it's going to feel really uncomfortable for you. And I mean, seriously, nobody's going to do you any favors just to make you feel good and give you money. When that exchange of money happens, it's because they also identify that it's a gift and helpful to them. It's a mutually great interaction. And the process that you go through is just sharing the opportunity of grabbing that gift, that solution. And so in this case, because it's a beta, because it's the beginning, because it's the first time we're doing this, and you have relationships with these people, you're going to reach out to them in a way that is not sales funnel-y. You can do it. There's a couple of different ways. You can do it where you send them an email and just say, hey, I'd love to jump back on a call with you. Because we are moving closer, we're getting ready to open up the first certified, whatever we call them in this parenting blueprint. And so the first licensees and, these things. And so I just want you to reach back out to them in a way that you feel really excited and that you feel really honest and that you feel really like this feels so good and so excited to be able to tell them this. And maybe think of it like this. When you're writing this email, what would you say to me? So you're not selling to me. I'm not going to buy this. I want you to write an email as if you were writing it to April and be like, we are so excited. We worked so hard on this. We've come to the time where we are ready to move forward on this. This is going to be a game changer. And I can't believe, how thrilled we are about what's to come. And then the last sentence though, is just like, do you want to jump on a call to chat about it? Because this, I'm doing calls this week for people who are interested, and just invite them to one-on-one. There's only 6 of them or whatever, one-on-one, invite them to a virtual coffee date. And then you just go through and you break out. And I want you to plan that probably each one of those coffee dates, I want you to plan it for an hour, because I want you to spend time with them. These first sales and these first exchanges that you go through are the most important, and they're going to gain confidence. So give yourself time to answer questions that you've never been asked before. It's okay to say, I don't know the answer. If you don't know the answer to something, don't guess. You can say things like, we're that's part of what we're still building. And that's why this is such a great opportunity and much less money than it's going to be in the future, because you partnering with us in this process, when you ask these questions, that helps us to make it even better for you. We're going to go back and figure that out. So you don't have to come to the table like you have it all perfect. The opportunity that's presented is a beautiful opportunity for everybody involved, because you are going to work with them as you build this out. And they're going to be the very first ones that are licensed in these tools. It's really a win-win for everybody. My friend Laura Sprinkle does this to sell her programs, and she even does this to sell like Selena's programs and Todd Herman's programs. And it's so underrated. Literally creating a Google Doc that has the details. It's literally a Google Doc with the logo on top that has, information about the program. You can share the Google Doc. Here's a link to the Google Doc with the information, or they just export it as a PDF and it becomes like a PDF. It's just an underutilized tool. So if I were you, first thing we always need to do is we always need to articulate the end result.
Right.
So the very first thing before we talk about the structure and the schedule and time is explaining when you have this, then that. So and you can list it. I don't want it to be like throw up of words. I want it to be like bullet points. You'll be able to do this, this, and this. Maybe let's break it out like that. Like you will be able to, and then colon, and then list, like do this, da, 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 da. And then let's do another breakdown of like, you will be able to, your clients will be able to do this, this, and this. So it's like really, really clear, like almost like a grocery list of all the benefits. And then you put in the structure. This is the schedule. This is how we're going to meet. And then it's like the meat and potatoes. Here's the kickoff day. This is how, we're going to meet. We're going to work together. And just like the schedule, the time, the availability, and the investment. You put the investment right on there. And then we need to communicate, though, say this investment is an invite-only opportunity for founding businesses. Basically, we're saying it's going to go up. Then after we get it out to this first audience and you sell it to this first audience, we can actually go after other audiences that aren't the direct user. We can go after other organizations and create affiliate partnerships with them. It's a gold mine for both of you. Yeah.
Okay.
And just don't ever forget the fast way to build your audience is to borrow somebody else's. And we just go after the people that have the audiences already. Yeah. So what you do just makes what they do even better. It's a win-win for everybody. But even after you launch it, doing a press release. So doing like a joint press release where you can even mention personality insights, and then they can, when we have somebody like that, share the press release as well. Because again, it's based on their, their work, their methodology. It looks really good for both of you. And those are the things, we send it out to certain media outlets. We send it out to different publications. And, you put it out on even your social media, you put on your website. It just helps to level up credibility. Yeah. So it's just kind of one of those final things that we do when we launch a new program like this. Okay, so go work on that. All right, you're welcome. Bye.